This time, a bike lane from the city to the airport. They discussed this on the project last night. Steve Price was pretty fired up about it.
Anybody think of a more stupid, dumb idea than to create bike lanes to the Sydney airport? They would have rung up Clover Moore, the Lord Mayor, and then they would have gone to 3 coffee shops in Surrey Hills and said, you want to ride your bike to the airport? That'd be it. And if they're going to start letting people on planes wearing Lycra, then there's going to have to be some stern words talked to the airlines about that. But the luggage question did come up, as you've raised there. But when you think about it, people who ride bikes can barely afford to fly anyway, so they'd all be on Tiger Air. And Tiger Air doesn't let you carry bags on the plane. They're all cheapskates bike riders, and so that wouldn't be a problem.
Clover's a clown and has been a clown and proven himself to be a clown for quite a while now, A. B, getting bike lanes out the airport is a stupid idea. But C, which is the area I want to pick up on Stephen Price, is that he's said there that, you know, people that ride bikes couldn't afford luggage.
Hang on a second, here we go.
He's coming out.
I am coming out and saying that I'm a bike rider. Yes, that's correct. The simple fact is, have you ever tried to be a bike rider if you haven't got any money? What he's saying there is absolute rubbish.
Can you bring in our next caller, please?
Yeah, sure. G'day. Steve Price, how are you, champ?
Is that moron Gus?
Yeah,
you've nailed it, Steve.
Crapping on in the background.
What are you crapping on about, Steve? Fair income. I mean, have you ever tried to buy a proper bike? Cost you thousands, and you're saying we can't even travel on anything above Tiger and we don't have any luggage? You're on drugs, mate.
Let's just back up. You're doing breakfast on Triple M and you're having a crack at me for my radio career.
Correct.
Break?
Correct. Six years in Sydney, mate. You lasted a month.
Guess you wear those wobbly shoes when you're sweating up in your fat lycra, riding your bike around the streets of Sydney, getting in the way of motorists who are trying to go about their business.
Yeah.
Us people who drive around in four-wheel drives can't stand you morons. You think you own the road. You won't pay registration on bikes. You want bike lanes everywhere to clog up the traffic. If you want to go for a bike ride, stick it on the roof of your car, go out in the country and get some fresh air, Gus, and stop polluting up the city.
Okay,
You've got him on the ropes, Pricey. Go for the knockout blow.
Hey, Pricey, I think at the end of the day, you probably can't get on a bike because you're 4'11", so you can't hit the pedals. That's one thing. Secondly, I'm nowhere near the city.
I buy my bikes in the children's department of Myers, mate. Don't you have a crack at me.
Mate, seriously. And if you're talking about weight loss, you might want to have a crack at that yourself.
Hang on.
Thirdly,
says the bloke who just recently weighed 150 kilos. Mate, you're not going that good.
Thirdly,
losing
you're
10
the one.
kilos doesn't give you the right to criticise others.
Am I talking to Pricey or Matty here, or both of you? At the end of the day, Pricey, you're talking a load of rubbish, and you know it, so you should come on and apologise for it.
I'm talking rubbish.
Yes, you are.
Wants to build bike lanes to the airport.
I agree with you on that. I'm having a go. I'm having a go at you saying that bike riders can't afford anything above Tiger Airlines, you clown.
Yeah. If you want to go to the airport, get on the train, mate. You don't need to take your bike and put your sweaty, fat body next to me on a plane. I won't wear it, and it shouldn't happen.
You get a bit personal now, Pricey.
No, but you are right, though, by the same.
You weren't listening very clearly, Steve. I agree with you on the bike lanes to the airport. I'm having a crack at you and having a crack at bike riders not being able to afford anything above Tiger Airlines.
The cult.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
No, it's not true, mate. You try to buy a bike, costs you thousands of dollars. It probably costs more than your four-wheel drive, a lot of these bikes.
So
you're talking a load of nonsense, mate.
Now, listen, you asked me to come on here.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to come on.
A bunch of trendy morons who sit around coffee shops pretending they're in the Tour de France. You can't even wear normal shorts and a shirt. You've got to have some Italian coffee place sponsoring you. What are you people? Get a life.
Thanks for coming on, Steve.
You got him, Steve.
You can't actually talk to people like you sensibly.